Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of 2022 meeting dates was published in the Eastern Express Times and the Star Ledger on January 6, 2022, and posted on the bulletin board at Borough Hall. Action may now be taken. Please join me for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
All right, that's weird to choose. Ferry?
Here.
Hughes?
Here.
Schwartz?
Here.
Silvestri?
Here.
Grange?
Here.
And Lee?
Here. Okay, up first, we have nominations for a vacant council seat. 2 weeks ago, shortly after our meeting, Leanne sent a letter of resignation to everybody. We do have 3 nominees for that spot tonight. Leah Epstein, Michelle Hoffman, Chris Graham. Barry, I have not had the experience of having a resignation on council, so I'm looking for a little guidance here, but I don't know if these candidates want to say anything. They should say something. You tell me.
You know what? That's at the discretion of the council if they want to hear from them. If maybe they don't know them well enough, that's certainly appropriate. I've had the situation come up where council said we know them, we don't really need to hear from them. But I also had a situation where council said let's hear from them. It's an opportunity if they want to talk. So that's at the pleasure of the council, you and the council, Mayor.
Okay. Natalie, do you want to speak on behalf of council or open that conversation up?
Sure. I mean, I think if we can have a roundtable of asking questions, if anybody wants to ask each of the candidates something. Are we going to, Adam, unmute them or invite them into the panel?
Yeah, Barry, is it most appropriate to do one at a time, or how does that work?
I would do one at a time. I think that makes sense.
I've asked Christopher Grant.
Here I am.
Hello,
Christopher.
Okay, I can start off, the questions. If anybody else wants to jump in after, that's great. So, Chris, I just want to ask or have you share with council, your strengths and your experiences and what you feel you'll bring to council as a council candidate.
Well, when I was campaigning, I was talking a lot about the fact that I owned my own business in the past, and I worked at Gronsky's, of course, so I was able to get a lot of, believe it or not, that's a very large meeting place for a lot of discussions, probably like Circa is as well. And I did hear a lot over the 6 years that I worked there. And that allowed me to really engage the public as to what their wants and desires were. I also coached the middle school basketball team for the boys, so I got to learn another group of parents, if you know what I mean. I still follow those kids, I still follow those parents, so I'm heavily involved in this town, and I really do obviously want this town to continue to move in the direction that it's moving. There's a lot of exciting things that were happening, and I feel like I like the fact that this town is very smallish, so that when something happens, you can do something about it and you see the results relatively quickly, and that's nice. I mean, I feel like that's something that we're blessed with as a small town, is that we definitely see the results of our actions relatively quickly, and we definitely have our ears to the ground here as to what people want. And this is a very involved and engaged community, and I look forward to really being a mouthpiece of sorts for everyone. This is not about me, this is about this town, and certainly I would listen, and I have listened, and I want to know what they want and move in the direction that this town wants to go.
Thank you, Chris. Does anyone else have a question for Chris?
Sure. Chris, do you have any goals that you would want to accomplish if you become a member of Borough Council?
Something that was brought to my attention was there was a rec committee, and I would love to be involved in that. Interestingly enough, when I was living in California a long time ago, I used to maintain that island park for 6 years. I took my 8 hours and mowed it and edged it, and I played softball on one of them, and I coached baseball on the other field. So that was interesting. I was involved, and actually, I was a big part of creating that baseball field. There was a group of us from the California school because I coached the boys basketball team there, and we wanted a baseball team. So we went down 2 weekends and created a baseball team, created a baseball field, and I was able to continue to maintain that field, and very proudly worked on it hard. And so that's something. I also mow my church. It's just something I like to do. I enjoy maintaining the playing fields for our kids. It's important. It's about safety. It's about, it's something that is, people come from other towns and look and see this is, something that is representative of our town. So that is something I definitely want to be involved in. I appreciate the fact that might be something that is off the radar at the moment, but I definitely want to make that something that's in the forefront if I was a councilman.
Anyone else?
Yeah. Anyone else?
Christopher, anything else you want to say, as long as you have the stage?
I'm very, very excited of the opportunity. I remember when I was coaching basketball, I used to bore my children and quote Shakespeare, but I used to say things like, we know what we are, but we know not what we can be. And I was telling them that, and I feel like we're in that spot where we definitely know who we are and we can be so much more. And, another Shakespeare quote is, love me or hate me, but both are in my favor, because if you love me, I will be in your heart. And if you hate me, I will always be in your mind. So I'm sensitive to those mentalities. And I understand the nature of being a council person in this town, and I'm definitely up for that challenge.
Okay, Mayor, maybe we should have this next person come in.
Yeah, I believe that we have both Leah and Michelle hopping on the call. So Leah, do you want to be on the hot seat next?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Leah, the same question. Can you share with everyone, what you will bring to council and why you would like to be possibly selected as a council person?
Yeah, so I don't know if many people know this, maybe they do. I am a business owner. I run an equestrian business, and there is some crossover between running a business and managing people and a whole operation and what happens in government. It's not exactly the same thing, I'm well aware. But I do think that running a business is a lot of problem solving. And when I come to council meetings and I watch and I listen to council, I think that that's a big part of the job. And I think that I'm good at that. I think have been doing it a long time, and I think I could bring that to council. As far as, what I'd like to be on council, I'm honestly just going to echo what Chris said. I moved to Highbridge in 2014, and I just found it to be such an engaging and special community. And from the minute I arrived, I was like, God, I want to be part of preserving this. And I was asked to step up and offer to serve. And recently somebody said to me, when you're asked, you have to rise to the call. So I realize it's a time-consuming job and you get a lot of mixed reviews. As Chris said, love me or hate me, but it's a really important part of maintaining this beautiful community we live in. And if I'm asked to help and to serve, I will proudly and happily do so.
Okay, thank you, Leah. Does anyone else have questions for Leah?
The same question I had for Chris. Leah, do you have any specific goals that you would want to accomplish if you become a member of Highbridge Borough Council?
Yeah, I think Oh, specific goals. I don't think I've thought about it quite in the way that Chris has. But, as a business owner, I don't have a Main Street business, but I feel like I'd like to just continue to see like our little downtown district thrive. I think it brings so much to the community, and that includes the recreational aspects of the town. I'd be really interested in bolstering that and supporting our events and our recreation, because I see that it brings people to the community and it supports our businesses, and that's part of what makes the place we live so special.
Thank you.
Anybody else? No questions? Okay. Michelle Hoffman is up.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Michelle Hoffman. I figure I might as well just introduce myself since I am not familiar to many of you, if that's okay, Natalie. I cut you off. Sorry.
Not a problem.
So I'm a Highbridge resident, and I am a former candidate for town council. I did want to first extend my condolences to Lee and her family. Lee, I am very sorry for your loss. I am reminded to tell my family and friends that I love them as often as possible. So thank you for reminding me to do that. I've been here for about 6 years. Even though I did not grow up in New Jersey, I always like to say that I was educated here formally and informally. I studied political science as an undergraduate at Rutgers University. I earned my master's in administration at Fairleigh Dickinson. Focusing on human resources and personnel management. I am a certified professional in HR and am currently a recruiting consultant for a very large bank. I live here with my wife and son, who is a second grade student at Highbridge Elementary. My wife is a board certified behavior analyst for the Bridgewater Raritan School District. I ran in 2020 and had big plans to meet as many people as I could and run a good race, but unfortunately the pandemic made that difficult to achieve. I am glad to have that opportunity now. I ran in 2020 because I really feel like we need listeners on town council. Everyone in this town has an opinion, we know that, but as wide-ranging as they may be, at the core of it all is that people want to be heard. They want to feel like they are being listened to. I have seen many meetings where it looks like we're all going to be heard, but then what we see is that the council has already made their minds up and it feels pointless to speak. Even if that's not true, that's how we feel. So I know, feelings, guys, I know that you're thinking, what does the town council have to do with dealing with feelings? But if you scroll through the posts on our own town's Facebook page, you can plainly see that the town is full of big feelings. And we don't have a remedy for that. We really don't. So that is why I ran in 2020. And I promise that while I may not agree with every opinion, as that is not possible to do, I do promise to listen.
Thank you, Michelle. Does anyone have questions for Michelle?
Same question that I asked the last two potential candidates. Michelle, are there any specific goals that you would want to accomplish if you become a member of Highbridge Borough Council?
Sure, I'd like to make sure I have a selfie with every single person on council. I already have mine with you, Alan. So do you remember we met at the Flemington Courthouse? Yeah. I'm a recruiter, and that is my skill set. I'm really good at recruiting people. I've recruited people to do a lot of stuff, and I would love to continue to make that a point of my service. We need volunteers in this town. It's a very volunteer heavy, we get a lot of stuff done through volunteerism, and I'd like to follow in Natalie's footsteps with that and really take what she's done and how she's really made this not about, petty issues, but really about the love for our community. I, like everyone else, came here and fell in love with Highbridge right away. I feel so lucky to be here, to be honest. I read some meme that was like, you can't even ask a neighbor for sugar, a cup of sugar anymore. And I was like, oh, I get 10 cups of sugar in like 5 minutes if I wanted to, right? Like, I know all my neighbors, they all know me. We're all in each other's business for better or worse, but it's just like one big family. And I really want to see our involvement go up. That includes myself. We're all busy. I get it. You know, I have a pretty busy job, but I do think that that's what the magic of this town really lies in the heart of volunteerism.
Thank you.
Anybody else? So Barry, do we move to appoint someone, or what's the next step?
Yeah, a motion has to be made to appoint one of the people to the council position. And certainly if somebody wants to make a motion as to, actually.
Does someone nominate first?
Yeah, I was just going to say probably the best procedure would be, to nominate one of the people.
Or more than one.
Yeah, but actually you have to nominate. That's true. There could be more than one person nominated. That's exactly right. And then you vote on the nominees.
Well, I'll nominate Christopher Graham.
I second it.
Roll call?
Any other nominees, Mayor? May want to just
any other
ask anyone if there's anyone else. Yeah.
Okay, so roll call to nominate Chris Graham.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
and Ferry.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Was that a roll call to nominate or to put him in the resolution?
That was the roll call to elect them.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once it was nominated, to
Very,
be clear, I hope everybody understood that.
No,
Once he was nominated, you're voting on whether or not to elect him.
That's what I assumed, but I just wanted to make sure to clarify. That's all.
Okay. Anybody didn't understand that, now's your time to speak.
So I'm going to ask for a motion to adopt Resolution 070-2022, appointment of council vacancy to Christopher Graham.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
and Ferry.
Yes.
Okay, so Chris, I heard you, I didn't get to see you, but I'm about to swear you in. So are you ready? Because I'm going to ask you to raise your hand.
Yeah, I've asked to promote him to panelist.
Okay, good.
Not the digital hand.
Well, and I raised my hand, but it's in the golf world somewhere. So, Chris, can you hear me?
I don't see him yet.
No.
He was there. I asked him, it sat for a moment, and then it popped down.
I think it looks like we might have lost him.
There we go.
he is.
There we go.
I thought for a second he ran away after he got elected.
Yeah. Chris, unmute yourself.
I'm here. I got cut off. I don't know what happened. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
As soon
Well,
as you said-
congratulations, Chris. I'm about to swear you in. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I
Okay.
Raise your hand. Yeah.
Raise your right hand.
hand.
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christopher Graham,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the ordinances of the Borough of Highbridge.
and the ordinances of the Borough of Highbridge,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and the government established in the United States
to the same and the government established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of office of
all the duties of office
of Councilman of Highbridge,
of the Councilman of Highbridge,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Really.
Welcome. Welcome. Chris, do you have a video camera?
We'll start it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I
There
probably
we
should
go.
have asked that a little earlier, but now that I see you as a panelist, I saw that you weren't on video. So.
I got it.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hey. Thank you, everyone. Very excited, really.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Or condolences, one or the other.
Yeah. You're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple of quick housekeeping items before we get to our regular minute. I first and foremost want to congratulate once again the the Green Team in Highbridge, the Environmental Commission in Highbridge. We got our official plaque today. Oh, okay. There's a plaque. There's a plaque. It came in yesterday. It's really exciting. It shows that we've been certified by Sustainable Jerseys, on and off since 2011, and it's going to be displayed at Borough Hall. Everyone that's worked on the Green Team and Environmental Commission has just been fabulous, and we just keep rolling ahead. They got a ton of projects coming up for 2022, and I'm really psyched that we got this plaque yesterday. We're going back to in-person meetings. The goal is March, our first March meeting. We've been following the numbers as closely as we can. It really wasn't a choice we were happy with to go back to Zoom meetings to begin with. In light of the fact that it looks like we're going on the other side of the curve now and a lot of people are vaccinated, the plan is for the first meeting in March to go in person at the firehouse. And then it was posted on the website today. We're going to get a PSA out tomorrow, but the Cannabis Town Hall that we mentioned a couple of weeks ago is on for February 16th. So anyone that's on the call can find it on the website right now. Check your email tomorrow. There's going to be a PSA. It's going to be via Zoom. We have a really excellent lineup of panelists, and I hope everyone can tune in 6 to 8 via Zoom. So, motion to dispense with the reading of the January 27th, 2022 regular minutes.
Move.
Second?
Roll call.
Graham,
Here. Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
and Ferry.
Yes.
Motion to approve the January 27th, 2022 regular minutes.
Move.
Second?
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Ferry.
Yes.
Okay, public comments. It is the policy of the Borough Council that all public comments on an issue shall be limited to 3 minutes per person. Comments may be made on any subject pertaining to borough issues. Comments pertaining to public hearings should be saved for that section of the agenda. Each person may speak once during a public comment section, no debating between residents. Comments should be addressed to mayor and council at the public microphone.
Okay, so I'm going to go with our call-in listener here. Last four digits 4809. I've asked them. Any comments?
It looks like, I'm pretty sure that's Sally's number. Oh, there she goes. She was on mute.
Hello.
Hi, Sally.
Hey, Sally.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So, hey, Sally Ward here, up in Solitude. First, a deeply, deeply heartfelt thank you so much and congratulations to you, Chris Graham, for becoming our newest council member. I so look forward to your hard work. In behalf of us all, thank you so very, very much in advance. Second,
Sally, very much.
hey, Chris, I'm here, and so are you. Blessed be. Second, hey, Highbridge, only 39 days left until spring. And yes, I know I'm feeling it, and I hope you are too. And finally, I'd like to say that earlier today, when I was reading tonight's agenda and I learned of Lee Moore's resignation, I recalled her encouragement of me to continue sharing here things that I've written inspired by Highbridge happenings. So naturally, I picked up my pen. Here's what happened. For all that is, there is a season. We may not see it coming or understand its going or reason, but we do feel the changes. We all are of that knowing. Lee Moore, we'll miss you at council meetings, but look forward to seeing you through other Highbridge greetings. I feel I'm speaking for others here too. So, kind and strong neighbor Lee Moore, we look forward to seeing you. Thank you, Lee Moore, for all that you've done. You are to Highbridge a very, very precious one. Thank you so very, very much. Blessed be.
Thank you, Sally. That was lovely. Leanne is not on the call tonight, as far as I can tell, but I'm going to make sure she gets to hear those very nice words. So thank you. Any other public comments?
Okay, for anybody else that'd like to make public comments, we use the raise your hand function, and we can call on you in turn if we see your hand go up. Anybody else has any comments on here? Please raise your hand, you'll be recognized. Don't see anything right now, Mayor.
Okay. On to the public hearings. Ordinance 2022-005, golf rates and fees. Motion to open the public hearing.
Move.
Second?
Roll call.
Graham?
Yes.
I'm sorry, was that a yes for Graham?
Yes. Sorry.
Hughes?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes.
Silvestri?
Yes.
Range?
Yes.
And Fair?
Yes.
Okay, so as we do every year, we review our golf rates each year by recommendations that come in from the managers, which is once again Billy Casper, Indigo Golf. What is included on the support documents are the ranges of each of these rates. So there are some slight increases across the board, again recommended by the managers of the golf course, reviewed by the golf committee a few weeks ago, and we think we're in line with what is viable in the marketplace. Anybody have questions?
No.
No?
Anybody?
No?
Public comment?
Well, motion to close the public hearing.
I'm sorry, I just want to give Sally the opportunity to speak if that's, okay, just to make absolutely sure. Sally, anything on golf rates? No? Okay.
Motion to close the public hearing.
Move?
Second.
Roll call.
Graham?
Yes.
Hughes?
Yes.
Schwartz?
Yes.
Silvestri?
Yes.
Range?
Yes.
Ferry?
Yes.
A motion to adopt ordinance 2022-005.
Move?
Second.
Roll call.
Graham?
Yes.
Hughes?
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay, on to ordinance 2022-006, water meters and equipment. Motion to open the public hearing.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Well, we are continuing as a borough to upgrade the meters, water meters in town, so we get more accurate readings. And this is just an effort to continue that progress as we have been doing. Any questions, comments, thoughts?
Okay, ask Sally to mute. Comments? We'll look for hands from anybody else. Okay.
Okay, motion to close the public hearing for ordinance 2022-006.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
and Fair.
Yes.
Motion to adopt ordinance 2022-006.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay, introduction of ordinances. Ordinance 2022-007, amending chapter 261-5, disorderly conduct. Motion to introduce.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Ordinance 2022-007 shall be published in the Express Times and or the Hunterdon County Democrat, along with the public hearing date of February 24th, 2022. On to the consent agenda. Anybody have anything that needs to come out? It looks pretty standard. Okay. Short and sweet. Motion to approve consent agenda resolution 071 through 073-2022.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay. Second round of public comments, 1 minute per person.
I'll open it up first to Sally. Do you have any comments? And everybody else, you can raise your hand. We'll address it in turn.
Hey, everybody, you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I'm so psyched about the coming up Soapbox Derby. I just love that every year, totally. And the Friday night movies, that's totally cool. And the concerts, I love that. It's kind of, it's going to happen. And thank you for the sponsorship packet info. That's just awesome. And congratulations on the Wish for the Historic Trust grant. I'm all for it. Keep going, you guys. You're just awesome, and I love y'all.
Thanks, Sally. We love you too, honestly.
Back at you.
Any other hands?
Okay. Legal issues, Barry.
Nothing to report on tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Communications.
Just the January zoning report.
Okay. Bill list, Adam.
$482,345.56.
Motion to approve the bill list.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
You're muted, Steve.
I'm sorry, yes.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes,
Unfair.
sorry.
Yes?
Thank you.
All right, if there's no further business, can I get a motion to
Can I just say one thing? Since I didn't have the opportunity, I think none of us had the opportunity to say thank you to Leanne. I am sure that those last few meetings, however many months it was, were particularly difficult. She stepped up and did this job, which is tiring as it is. And I'm sure it was very difficult staying on, but she did. And, it's worth saying thank you to anyone who's willing to do this. So thank you very much for the time you gave us. I know she's not on, but thank you.
Thank you, Steve, and I'm sure she would love to hear that you said that because it was not.
There's no chance. Yeah, there just wasn't a chance for us to do that. So,
thank you again. If there's no other business, motion to adjourn.
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Graham,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Silvestri,
Yes.
Range,
Yes.
and Fair.
Yes.
All right, great. Like I said, next council meeting will still be via Zoom, but we're planning and making arrangements to go back in person in March, barring any kind of unforeseen circumstances. It will be at the Firehouse in March. In March. Next meeting, February 24th, will still be via Zoom. So thanks, everybody.
Welcome to the fun, Chris.
Yeah, welcome, Chris.
Chris, thanks for making the meeting so short. It must be
Yes,
like you.
is that the way it's going to be every time? This is great.
Yeah, that's well.
Have a good night, all.
Everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.